computer is like, hey, fuck you. Did you know that? Go to
Yeah.
hell.
I know you guys are super cool and patient, and like but man, I hate wasting other people's times. Like, cause you guys could be hanging out with friends or something, getting chores done.
I'm just kind of working on a little random art project in the background made out of pieces of
Yeah,
leftover scrap foam from the previous festival.
yeah,
I'm working
It's
two
like a
art.
bug dragon mask.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
And at least during the fighting sequences where you're not voicing, you guys can work on stuff. So
Yep.
yeah.
Also, I'm not good at ad-libbing during those parts, so usually I just
Oh yeah, I won't make you guys ad lib like during the fighting. Leave the fighting to me.
yeah,
Leave the fighting to me.
flex his muscles.
All right, let's try cat. Oh, I love that sound effect right there. That's so appropriate. All right,
Yep.
all right. Fast forward to the line about Faust. Also, this is the Faust's identity for this one, where she has the forearms. I know I showed you this, but I still love the forearms, and she's always doing something with
Yeah,
them.
extra arms. I really like characters with just too many limbs.
I heard like when someone showed the fight between Machamp and the guy from Mortal Kombat, they said that Machamp's arms are actually designed better to be at the shoulders instead of one set of shoulders on top of one set of shoulders on top of another for easier movement. And it's like,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, Machamp does have the better design.
Yeah, it's like a kind of just makes sense skeleton-wise to
Yeah.
sort of stack the arms on top of each other.
Yeah. All right, wait for Karen to talk. There, Miss Faust. There we go. Here we are.
Oh, okay. Fuck it, hydration check. Yeah, the rearmost tail cars of warp trains are all freight cars. That is where Mephistopheles will be safely fastened and transported. And the LCB will have the benefit of boarding as first-class passengers.
The bus begins to swell with noise again, though in a slightly different air to alarm response from earlier. First class passengers. What, the seats were those pompous tops? You know, normal trains, you get those sods whose price encompasses life is planned their asses to first class seats. Or also cram themselves in freight cars because they haven't got cash for even an economy ticket. Hey, don't look at me. I never won those first class seats before either.
Isn't the ticket for first class seat like as expensive as 3-4 months salary of a first year wing employee? Can our budget really handle paying all our fares? Oh, sorry, I was gonna. The company's budget is not a subject that warrants your concern.
That and there's a previous chapter that shows that Dante may be immune to all forms of memory erasure. So it's good to keep Dante's keep Dante from experiencing 2,000 years.
Sure, there's some stuff he would prefer to forget.
Yeah, her first class passengers got like some cool boats of like personalized private capsule or something, don't they?
That is the promotional language, yes. They are flash freeze hibernation cancels, to be precise. Just freeze them.
Yeah.
They had been designed to easily withstand the true amount of time it takes for the warp train to travel from point A to point B. The trip will be over in the blink of an eye for the passengers.
The company's regard for our well-being is unfamiliar yet welcome. To provide such extravagance merely for our comfort, such occurrence is quite seldom, god damn it.
Right? I honestly thought they were gonna just flip the guide in Chiron into the first class seats and ship the rest of us in the economy cars.
Seems like a necessary luxury. They should have saved their budget, giving only executive manager, their loyal advisor, aka me, access to those seats. Otis, you're a dick.
It's so rude.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're taking the train to get to our next mission, all right? We have to think about the unique nature of warp trains and prepare ourselves accordingly.
You're so wise.
Right? I know it's first class and all, but warp trains are just plain creepy. I knew you'd also be worried about.
For example, economy. Shit, 1 second.
Yeah.
Economy passengers are going to have a hard time getting into first class car. If they can even attempt open it.
Oh yeah, typos, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the door separating the cars is ironclad.
Haha, they can't break in. Ishmael,
What if
when
they can't break out?
Ishmael, who'd been holding that first promotional pamphlet in her hands for a while, was chattering on with fire in her eyes.
We won't even have to lift a finger. We just have to board the train, get into our capsules, shut our eyes, and snooze through the entire ride until all that mess in the other cars blows over. I heard they used to give out
Commemorative.
merch when their finances weren't in the gutter. And
Oh!
A true adventure is not without its hardships. Yet even the most exalted of heroes cannot venture without respite, and in very rare occasions, the hero may even deign to select a first-class seat to rest in place of a quaint inn. Indeed, indeed.
An inn? Don't you mean a castle? Book reference. It's like everyone was at least somewhat interested in the fabled first class seats of warp trains. I could sense there was growing consensus among sinners that even a warp train trip might be acceptable if it meant they could ride in first class seats. I would take it.
Yeah.
I will board the train if I must.
Is first class seating mandatory? I prefer the scenic route. I don't want to miss out on all the fun.
Regillus pretended not to hear Yoshu's question. Very well. Then soon we're all in agreement. Let's go.
I have a matter of great import to discuss with thee.
What's it? Oh, the last. Being around the bush ain't like you. Don Quixote carefully began, almost whispering in a low voice.
It is in the first class seat. I have heard that we must board with our feet freed from our boots. Doth that claim hold water?
Her boots are named Rocinante after Don Quixote's horse, and that's interesting interpretation.
Oh, come on now. What kind of nonsense gossip is this coming from this time? It's no gossip. Forsooth, I have overheard aught from those who we have walked past ere today, and when one of them inquired, "You know that you gotta go barefoot in first class, right?" The other responded with, "Of course, man. What am I, stupid?" Doth the traveler speak true, Ishmael?
Don't ask me. I've never been on one of these before either. I don't remember seeing anything like that on the pamphlet. Give me a sec.
I mustn't be separated from Rocinante, not even for a twinkle. I shan't toss Rocinante to the side next to such vulgarities like the ugly shoes of Sir Heathcliff.
Oh, you little!
I implore thee, O illustrious Red Gaze, prithee grant me thy permission and allow me to board with Rocinante.
Fletcher gives answer his usual exasperated rebuff. This time he responded somewhat serious, and tainted by the familiar annoyance tone. Fine. Keep your shoes on. Yeah.
I could just let her hold them like a teddy bear.
Yeah, like, why? I've been noticing this for a long time. Her shoes are named after Don Quixote's horse, and it's like, why is that?
I don't know. I guess instead of riding on a horse, she's,
Right?
you know, shoes are another mode of transportation, kind of. So I guess like that's how they interpret it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe she had a horse in the
Yeah.
past and then named
Yeah.
the shoes after them, and it's
Yeah.
sentimental. I don't know.
And her name and her ego name for her main attack is Sangre of Sancho, meaning blood of Sancho. Sancho was Don Quixote's sidekick in the story, so it's like, what the fuck happened to Sancho?
Definitely
N-
some gritty, edgy nonsense. I would expect nothing less from this game.
Yeah. I'm still thinking that our Don Quixote was inspired by the real Don Quixote and repeated history by going mad.
Mm.
This place is huge. That was my first impression of the warp train section. Oh, sorry.
Oh, so this is...
Don Quixote shouted vibrantly, immediately recovering from her previous apprehension of sheer possibility that she might be separated from Rocinante. So each nest has one of these massive structures in them. Got nothing. I got nothing. Boy, know anything about what they're asking? I think the asked, gesturing towards Masal with his chin.
Every warp train station has been built with general design philosophy that draws from their respective nests, architecture,
Idiosyncrasies.
It can also be said that many critics in relevant fields praise the warp train stations as one of the many
If you need to let Ray lay up on that voice a little bit, let us know.
cornerstones of the city.
Translation: all the stations fit the motif of the nest. I have no idea what happened, but Heathcliff Star-Dreamer saw like a walking encyclopedia from time to time.
Marisol, young Marisol. Whoa, is that passenger over yonder one from the west?
That sounded like a poop.
He's trying so hard to breathe.
Incorrect. Leather-based clothing and metal armor are predominant fashion trends, often visible in the outfits of the Western population, while that individual's cloth-based style is something
Ubiquitously.
observed throughout the population, north and south. They're largely considered to be an Eastern fashion trend, rarely seen among Western.
Pretty blow thyself, or I must make a record of thy lectures. What wisdom dost thou have to impart regarding the fashion of the northern region? I have once espied in a magazine that they are garbed in loose-fitting outfits. Understandably so.
Sorry, cut out for a second. You read the... Oh, my end, the... Never mind, sorry.
Oh, should I reread it? But...
No, it got most of it.
Okay.
An opportunity for a first-hand observation stand before you.
Hmm? Whoa!
Ah, multi-crack officer. Ugh! I'll voice this until someone decides they want to take over. 3 seconds of a screaming duet, one of utter fascination, the other of unmitigated frustration. What the shit? You nearly blew out my eardrums! You're the one to talk. Dude, I got an audible frequency range expansion implant in my eardrums. Holy shit, man. Now get the hell out of my way. You blocking the walkway with a ragtag bunch of hicks who's never seen a warp train before. Damn it, I take the train all the way here for an expedition, only lose my target. Now these assholes try to blow up my eardrums. Great, just great. I love this. 10 out of 10.
Guys, is that obvious that we've never been on a warp train before?
And the ticket fee came straight out my damn pocket. Whoa, watch out, fella. Some might seriously get hurt if he keeps swinging those forearms around, each holding a weapon to boot.
Prithee, wilt thou stand still for but a moment to satisfy a few inquiries of mine regarding thy outfit? Oh, yes, stand in absolute stillness for 5 minutes, and I...
Seriously? The fixer, with particularly impressive set of prosthetic arms, spent a few minutes venting several of his numerous grievances at us before storming off to a different platform.
Ah, indeed. Indeed, 'tis grand, this city of sundry odd personalities.
I'm sure we'll never see him again.
Probably just the weird side character on our scene.
I'm pretty sure he was thinking the same thing.
I guess the city really is full of people with full body prosthetics. That's when Vergilius slowly walked up to our group. Well then, we'll rendezvous at the destination.
Uh-huh. Will the illustrious Red Gaze not ride alongside us?
Court demands that those that hold the title color must board the train specifically prepared for them. Right, like I told you, colors have to take us other trains so they don't train passengers again to be like fighters.
Ooh, are you like riding the first class plus or something?
That's a color for you, I guess. Special treatment from the wings, no matter he goes.
Yeah, I love the translation team, but I love the translation team. They do a lot of good jobs as like vocabulary and stuff, but there are always gonna be some like stuff they missed. I can't blame them.
Karen wants to go back.
I'm sorry, could you read that again? You cut off for a second.
Karen wants to go back to Messy. Messy, you'll be lonely.
I already told you why you can't, Kieran. On 3 separate occasions, which I brought you those multi-flavored candies. Humans are not allowed to board the freight cars. Then, Miss Faust? Oh.
Yes.
Vergilius, after exchanging no one look, now Faust, extorted a particularly peeved Karen away.
Dante, let us proceed this way.
We followed Faust's guidance to the entrance of our train car. Damn, dude.
Whoa. Hey, our colors are starting to come back.
I was getting tired of that sepia tone.
Ooh. Hey, these must be the fabled complimentary food and drink of the first class seats. Heck yeah, of course. Quality stuff like these have got to be included with that insane pricing.
The general response to this room was a surprise as rows upon rows of expensive-looking sizable capsules. Flash freeze hibernation, huh? Guess it literally freezes our body in a flash? Faust, are these the flash freeze hibernation devices safe?
Oh, please elaborate on your exact definition of safe.
You see-
That's reassuring.
These things are supposed to freeze a solid, right? Can we come back from something like that?
A flash freeze hibernation device will put you in a temporary state of death caused by rapid cellular cryptopreservation process. However, the rapidity of the process prevents damage to your cell walls during the phase change. Therefore, in most normal cases, this will not cause any issues.
Cryptopreservation.
That would be a
cryopreservation.
no. This is so first class. They renamed it crypto preservation.
Oh yeah, 'cause you pay in pure crypto, yeah. You pay in cryo coin. And you get a complimentary fucking Board
Yes.
Ace Brain Club, Warp Club, NFT just for you. Truly the currency of the future. Faust is aware that this model has fully resolved cell wall breaching issues caused by cryogenic density change or by ice crystal growth of hydrogen molecules.
Also, they have made sure that no one be turned into puppets. No context is needed. That's about half what you said, but your point is that it's safe, right?
Yes, as far as Faust is aware, even if an issue were to arise during the journey, because everyone will be reverted to their states at the beginning of the train trip upon arrival, there won't be any lasting complications from the said problem.
Well, you got some real talent dragging out something so simple as, yeah, it's safe to so many words. Seriously.
Indeed, as Faust's talents are not limited to a singular field.
Okay, but I still need small people to worry about. Wait, there's something odd about ways you phrase that. As far as Faust is aware, are you saying that could be wrong?
As a general rule, Faust does not err. However, Faust is also not a divine being.
Fair enough.
There are certain pieces of information in the world that, or while fact the facts, what is said may not always align with the truth.
Okay. They don't call first class for nothing, I guess. P-Corp's way up there in northernmost corner of the city. They didn't take us there blinking eye, huh? That's one hell of a time saver.
Hoo-ha! 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 Prepare thyself, Rocinante. Thus begins the long jaunt.
Aha! See what they did there.
Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh, they said it. They said it. They said what they said. Yes. Go it.
Oh, I've been meaning to ask, Don Quixote. Do you ever, wash those shoes?
Where'd that come from, Roja?
No, I mean, think back to when we were inside that whale. When that whale blew up, we got all kinds of its gross, slimy bits on us. They were on our clothes, our shoes, everything.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And do you remember how much work it took us to clean our bloodied, fishy, fleshy, gunked clothing?
Oh.
This is really something I want to revisit.
Stuff that I learned about Am.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right, and do you also remember how Don Quixote never took her shoes off once during that whole ordeal?
Oh god.
I'm still pissed off that I learned about ambergris way too late.
Okay. I guess they do look a bit filthy.
Protect the shoes off. I ask thee, dear compatriots, hast thou ever witnessed an errant knight who leaves the side of their beloved steeds?
Oh god, her feet.
She just never ever take her shoes. They're probably fused to her flesh by now if all that's been on there. Is she able to take her shoes off?
Honey, you do realize that even knights take care of their horses, right?
Yeah, Ryoshu probably just really wants to see her feet by this point.
Ew.
Can't say I witnessed a night before, though.
Then thou shalt know, starting now. Behold it, hearken to it, and remember it well.
They never quiet down, do they?
Whoa. Have you been on one of these, Otis?
I've been treated premium VIP seats of a similar grandiosity back then. There's nothing to fuss over. Otis, who was sitting there shaking her legs, suddenly asked Faust a question. Hey, you're confident no accidents ever occurred on one of these first-class cars, yes?
In order to prevent cases of unnecessary anxiety and misgivings among the sinners, the history of accidents that has occurred aboard the Warframes will not be shared. So, they have occurred.
Yep. Wait, what the?
I don't think that served to lessen their anxiety.
Oh, sorry. Alright, Snick, go ahead.
Ishmael.
I think we're leaving soon.
This is for Warp Train PW612, bound for P-Corp. Boarding period is ending soon. The sinners are leisurely enjoying their coffee and snacks to take a look around first-class car. Some became a lot busier.
Then let us hurry and enter our capsules before it is too late.
Oh no, why is it this? The other sinners made their capsules no problem, but I felt like I was the only one who's fumbling.
Is it anxiety, Dante?
I think so. Oh, just notice this little gas mask here, or breathing apparatus here. Huh. Initiating warp in 10 minutes.
Allow me to assist you. Stand as though you are leaning back and...
Wait, how would Dante use, you know what, they were flash frozen, or whatever. Faust expertly... Wait, hold on. Oh, that's Don Quixote. That's Isan. I think that's Faust. That's Honlu. That's probably Ryoshu. Oh, look at Don Quixote. Yay!
Got her arms in the air.
Faust absolutely got me the capsule as though she done something like this before. Then press a button inside the capsule that closed the hatch.
Do not worry too much. We will meet again in but a moment, Dante.
Saw her a brief sigh, but the hatch shut tightly before I could ask her anything. Initiating warp. Please confirm that your seatbelts are firmly fastened. Last thing I saw before my capsule began to fill with gas was Faust climbing to her own capsule opposite mine. Oh, maybe that was Otis in that one, not Faust. I had no idea then what she really meant by "we will meet again in but a moment." Her?
Dante, you must wake up. Dante.
The one thing I knew for sure was
An inconceivable situation has occurred.
that something had seriously gone wrong. Alright, let's crack open the passenger cars and see what fucked up treasure lies inside.
Oh, boy.
A generated defense skill will fill in the center's bottom skill slot, replacing the current skill or ego.
Alright. Also, I feel like everything's loading a lot faster. I guess my computer needed that reboot.
Yeah.
Still rude. It's like I set up my computer ahead of time and everything. Everything should have like loaded, but I'm gonna Faust wants to show smart. I can show how smart I am, and then it like burns his brain out.
Like, where do you care about your little fictional characters more than me?
So, fun fact about cryogenic freezing. Apparently, it's not exactly a good way to preserve a body.
Yeah,
I
'cause
believe
you
there
guys
was
can actually damage.
Yeah, damage the cells. Yeah.
And I believe that there was like this one incident where after like maybe a few 50 years, the people in charge of the capsule found like frozen necrotic goo at the bottom of the capsule.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, Faust said, "Oh, we found a way to do it without damaging the cell wall." So it's like, you know, fiction. It's how like Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze and the Cold guy, Mr. Cold, can like freeze victims and they come back fine.
Cold?
Captain Cold, yeah. I heard Captain Cold is usually deliberately non-lethal. Mr. Freeze can vary. Right? We're here already? Don Quixote, she was so caffeinated, she didn't even bother going to sleep.
Aw.
Oh, guess I wasn't exaggerating at all. Really all happened in the blink of an eye. As always, Faust gave her usual look, with a complete lack of any emotive expression. Which, I suppose, is why I didn't immediately register that something had gone awry.
No, we are not yet at our destination.
Huh? When I finally came to, and after I had some time to digest that odd reply, I looked up to her face again. I realized her expression was more antsy than usual by a microscopically minuscule degree. So, this train is still running.
Yes,
Then, where are we?
I believe we are currently stranded in an unidentified dimension. Coordinates unknown.
Hell.
I took a reflexive, deep breath from the sheer horror of numerous implications that stuffed in a dryly delivered sentence. When that passed, the first thing that struck my mind was that we're about to suffer the very thing we were so worried about. I see! But I soon found myself calming down. Yeah, this had to be part of Faust's plan. She probably saw this coming from a mile away. I'm sure she's about to proudly tell me every little detail of her plan that'll help us out of this situation. This is all just part of the plan, right, Faust? Loading, buffering.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
Error.
That
We're
was...
basically in the plot of Event Horizon.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There was an unusually long silence from Faust.
You are half correct, yet half incorrect.
With that, Faust let me flounder in a galaxy of vaguely terrifying information and began stopping by each capsule to wake up the sinners. Oh, so we need a full party for this. Oh, we're here already? Man, it really happened to blink of an...
No. Oh, what's this? We're here already? For real? Really happened in the blink of it. No.
Whoa, we're here already? I guess I really was worried about overnight.
No.
Ah!
God damn it.
No.
This is a very good... This is a pretty good sequence here.
Yet I have not uttered a single word, god damn it.
There's a brief cheer, a little hurrah about gain colors, followed by a flat tone explanation of current predicament, was then followed by a long, loaded silence, which was a sequence of events I had the pleasure of watching play out about 10 consecutive occasions.
Dante, I understand your confusion. However, necessary.
And that brings us to the present.
Dan.
Let me get this right. This train is still running?
And we're drifting through some unknown dimension.
Oh, odd about that striketh me as quite dramatic.
Most importantly, are you saying that we already knew this would happen, Faust?
Yes.
Jumper!
Ah,
What the hell's wrong with you, huh? I'm trying to be super accident and think I'm half successful. There's
What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. The stairs each began to voice their anger. Of course, this was the first time Faust and Virgilius intentionally and knowingly admitted certain details about events in our path.
Like a fifth of lighter crayons and lighter fluid. What? Are you insane? It's not like we can just retreat or jump out that door when stuff hits the fan.
I'll let you take over. Sorry, that's really good. But let me know if you want to switch back. Yeah.
That's Suzaku.
Yeah.
Opening the door will result in nearly immediate destruction of the physical body.
But hey, at least you know what to do, like you always do. You've got a plan, right?
Beep, 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 beep.
Loading. Beep, boop,
Ah,
beep,
shit.
boop.
Doesn't thought that far ahead.
Yeah.
Right?
Early on, she hasn't thought. Early on, no.
Faust, who had never seen lost for words, was having oddly long instances of silence. Sorry, I had to text. My dad's texting me. Just texting it back real quick. What's up with her? Lass looks totally out of it today. She gives me a sideways glance. There must be something she can't discuss in front of the other sinners. Guys, let's pause for a bit. Get it? Pause? I'm a clock? Uh-huh. Did that something inconceivable has happened. The other sinner's anger is completely understandable. Also makes sense that this continued lack of communication is harming our trust in Faust. Gee, I wonder why. Alright, we're going to a situation for the start, okay? But just letting things play out might really turn everyone against Faust, and for good. And
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop.
I doubt Faust had any intent in waking us up in the middle of the trip. First things first, gotta get the sinners to calm down. Then ask Faust to tell us what happened. If there's a problem, we'll figure it out and deal with it as we move along. Tell us what's going on, Faust. All of it. In the way what we can all understand. Let's hear her out first. Is that okay with you guys?
if you say so, I'll go along with it.
Fine, suppose losing my rag really ever did anything. Oh. Sorry, she said thank you then.
Oh, thank you then.
After some time,
Thank you then.
the gist of Faust's explanation was as follows. The cause of the issue, as always, involved a certain contract and unilateral decision for higher-ups at Limbus Company. Alright, so they probably wanted us to, want us to wake up, take care of an issue, then probably go back into cryo sleep. Okay. Not cool, but still. W Corp caught wind of Limbus Company's recent distortion contract management. Oh, so this causing problems on the trains. Uh-huh. And decided to contract to deal with the mysterious repeated series of incidents suspected to have been caused by distortion, after multiple failed attempts to resolve on their own, of course.
The distortions themselves likely did not pose a problem for W Corp. Based on the available information, it can be determined that they would all have been neutralized as soon as the train arrived, and any transformed passengers would have been reverted to their human forms.
Okay. But, oh.
But
Real issue was that the passengers were disappeared. Oh, shit.
The passengers spirited away. Alas, such is an impossibility aboard these trains, is it not? That is the question for which we must discover the precise cause and effect of.
Did W Corp share anything to get us started?
That appears to be the most prominent cause of this misunderstanding.
She explained that W Corp refused to share anything about the trains because they were concerned about maintaining the secrets of the singularity. Maybe that's exactly why they sought out an upstart business like Elizabeth's company to deal with this, now that I think about it. We wouldn't even know where to start if we didn't have access to the information that the identity cards had to offer. Faust produced what appeared to be a key card with W Corp logo on it before continuing with their explanations.
However, we were given this master keycard that can open and close the hibernation capsules at will. We may return to our respective capsules as soon as the contract is fulfilled and safely complete the rest of the journey as we had planned from the beginning.
Those bloody wings! Every single one of them is absolutely balmy! Honestly, if they told them this ahead of time, they'd probably been like, I guess we can do it.
Yeah,
I think it's a bit unkind of them to ask us to finish the puzzle without all the important pieces.
why couldn't they just tell us?
At least at T Corp, their chief executive director tagged along as our assistant. Not to mention kindly explaining so many new things to us.
Miss Faust was stuck between a rock and a hard place herself. Some senators grew more receptive after explanations, albeit with a sigh.
Okay, I would have appreciated it if you at least give us a hint.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but it's not like there's someone out there monitoring your every move and every word, right?
Oh,
That is.
but not everyone was willing to let this go without saying their piece.
Next time, I will take your inputs into account.
And that's everything I can do for her. It's an undeniable truth Faust is disappointed the sinners with what she's done. But she is Faust, after all. She has backup plans to get us out of this situation. So what's next on her agenda?
Yeah, what's done is done, right? Besides, it's not like we're gonna rot away for thousands of years inside this metal box. That is something I must first discuss with Dante.
Discuss? But discussing things with other people is unlike Faust. What are we discussing, Faust?
I recommend that you lower your voice from this point onward, Dante.
Why are we whispering? This could lead to good things. Her secretive attitude only served to exacerbate my already battered sense of safety.
My connection to Gesellschaft, Faust, has been severed.
Gesellschaft? I think that's a real German word. I'm sorry. What?
I cannot access Faust's knowledge at the moment.
So this is new. We
Offline.
this is the first time I'm hearing something about this. But though we get a hint at one of her IDs, it sounds like she has some sort of connection to something.
She lost her internet connection. Oh no.
Her
Yeah.
Wi-Fi went down.
Yeah, I guess I was right to be
No,
worried.
We're in a cellular dead zone.
God, she's in one of those newfangled console systems that has to be connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it
Yeah.
fucking shits itself and dies.
I did look up the meaning of the word online. It means something like part of a community or something. The fact that one of her IDs has it makes me think. Yeah, one.
Like a hive mind.
Yeah.
Basically the internet.
Yeah, the internet, but I think she might have access. This is just a theory. She might have access to her other selves, unlike the other sinners, where they have to channel it. She might actually be able to, like, read into them. Aha!
Up to the Faust network.
Alright, this is gonna be our first battle. Let's crack. What?
Okay, so I'm gonna go brew myself another mug of coffee.
Sure, go ahead. Alright.
I'm gonna work on something in the background while occasionally
Right.
glancing over and failing to understand how the battle system in this game works.
Alright. I'm gonna enter, set up my team, and then I'm gonna get some water real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gesellschaft. Gesellschaft. A rationally developed mechanistic type of social relationship characterized by impersonally contracted associations between persons. Also, a community or society characterized by this relationship. Compare Gemeinschaft. See, it has those big words, but it's like, does this mean like something that's mutually beneficial, but not like buddy or something?
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's the Faust network.
Ah, yeah. Oh, there's also the Wikipedia. Gemeinschaft and Gesellschaft, generally translated as community and society. So Gemeinschaft is probably like more personal, but Self is part of a Gesellschaft society. And yes, so she does have some sort of internet connection.
It kind of seems like she's had a connection to something from the previous one too. I just kind of assumed she was hooked up to something.
I think she's hooked up to her multi-dimensional identities. They're probably able to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Like in real time instead of just me like downloading and uploading them one at a time.
She lost connection to the group chat.
Yeah. she got Cheska.
Got just connected.
Every time I try to.
And they're chatting and sending emojis, but all of the emojis are just like the flat face. You know,
Yeah.
like, the expressionless face.
Yeah. I'm just reading something I like. Just this tweet that reposted that I like. A bitter old man alone with his phone, having tantrums, mocking others, lying about the size of his crowds, making cruel nicknames for his enemies is just weird. Really weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're back and we're about to head into some sort of shit show. Finally, what do you mean you? Well, we're about to hit our first battle after this cutscene, so I think we're about to crack open whatever's been going on.
Apparently, there's a little.
Go ahead. Uh-oh, can you hear me? Adachi, you cut off for a second. You said there's a little what?
There's a cutscene before every fight.
Oh yeah. What do you mean you can't?
I mean it in the most literal sense. My access to Faust's input and information, which has always been readily available, is completely severed.
Oh, what if everything about the situation is something you don't have access to yet, like you said last time?
One cannot simply dismiss that possibility. But one cannot completely dismiss that possibility, but even that is uncertain.
Every answer Faust has given me was always full of confidence and methodical expertise. I don't think she's ever said a sentence of this full of speculation and doubt. Then, Faust, you are...
Yes, at this moment I am limited to operating only with my knowledge. Wow, she used first person.
Yeah.
I cannot discern the cause of this disconnection. More than enough precautions have likely been taken in case of interdimensional travel, but perhaps Faust did not take into account an occasion in which we may have to access an unidentified dimension such as this, or even if it was taken into account, this particular dimension may not yet have been subject to cross-observation. If that is not the case, then no, never mind. There was nothing that suggested that my connection to Faust would be lost, not even as we boarded the train. To be honest, this is
Looks like she's. So it looks like when she referred to third person, we call her Faust. She takes the name Faust, but it's like a. I think she's less of a hive mind, more like the Geth, almost a hive mind, but
That's what I was thinking of, yeah.
the Geth, like each individual program has their individuality, but they work together as a collective.
Yeah, they are a hive mind. A rather disagreeable situation for me.
All right,
So it's
for now.
It's like a Okay, so it's like it's like basically a online only like an online only console that unless it's online, it can't access all the features and information.
Yeah,
Like a streaming device or
yeah,
for whatever reason or the direction that
Yeah.
that some of the gaming consoles are kind of taking now.
right.
Which I hate because it sucks.
Now that changes everything. I recall the last thing I saw before Hatch on the capsule closed, and Faust told me not to worry too much. Okay, this is just a minor setback. They'll be kept beat, right? We got this. I began to mutter like I was trying to convince myself. Mutter this loudly! As a manager, my job was to calm everyone down and set their sights on the future. This Faust did for me immediately before the hatch closed. If you're right about why you're disconnected, then the problem will solve itself once we're off the train. If we ever run out of options, I'll turn the clock and see what happens. Don't stress yourself too much. There's a lot to work with. Your knowledge and my clock, the sinners, and I can feel my confidence taking a hit with every word that came out of my metaphorical mouth. That seemed to be enough for Faust. He nodded. Oh.
I understand. And to the sinners. The fact that we are currently confined to a warp train in operation must be a source of enough stress. I believe that sharing Faust's current state with them would add an unnecessary source of tension.
What, so this door ain't gonna do anything? We're all gonna bite it once it happens?
How many times do I have to tell you that you're not even strong enough to break this door down?
Okay, I've been challenged. A billion years in this box. Yeah, good idea.
So what now? Do we have to take a searching sweep around each car or something?
In the grand scheme of things, yes.
Faust cleared the air with a cough before continuing.
By A-Corp's standard timescale, approximately 3 days have passed since our departure.
Only 3?
Only 3?
Oh god.
As per the contract between Limbus Company and W Corp, I acquired the master keycard placed inside my capsule and adjusted the hatch settings to open automatically in 3 days.
Oh, sorry.
3 days, huh?
I mean, like, just blinked and I guess that's hibernation for you.
As you were all informed prior to boarding, there is no way for the economy class passengers to enter the first class car. That is why this place has remained untouched. However, cross-referencing my own deductions and W Corp's rather fragmentary explanations, I can assume that the situation is currently under process in the economy class car's progress.
The part where they thrash the shite out of one another, turn the limbs off. All that mess?
No, I doubt that. I don't think it gets that bad in just 3 days. Besides, that's supposed to be business as usual for W Corp, right? There must be something else that's out of the ordinary that they want us to deal with.
Hey, question. Is there like a a thought just kind of came into my head about this. What stops the what's exactly, is there something that's stopping the lower class passengers or the lower paying passengers from just and trigger warning offing themselves before before when the train is in transit.
They've tried that.
About it.
That's how they discovered it in Lovetown. Someone tried to slit in his neck, and his blood stayed inside him, and he was still alive. That's how they discovered everything.
Chop their pieces apart, and the pieces continue to stay alive because of whatever stasis. So they cannot die.
Ye-
Okay. Okay.
They are incapable of die.
Oh
Yeah.
My God, okay, so so
For
basically it's
2,000
like
years.
they're in a temporal, they're in like a temporal stasis for 2,000 years or
Yeah,
million?
They don't
2000.
have to eat or drink or anything, and they can do whatever to their body.
And to each
they
other.
Stay alive.
That's why so many of them look like
So,
meat chunks. Yeah.
Chunks of meat.
alright.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
they're
'cause it's
nervous
like-
about this, because they know some of this.
Alright.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like I did some research on like the thing, and I'm just like, well, you know, if that's like the case, why don't a majority of the passengers just like take a cyanide pill and then, you know, after just kind of be dead for the entire thing? But wow,
Yeah,
okay, that's
Unfortunately, they cannot.
Yeah.
okay. So it's just like they're like personal. It's like they're no wait, like they can rip themselves apart, but they
Yeah,
can't.
it's
like,
hell.
Like,
Yeah.
Rip off their own.
Yeah.
Event Horizon. But
Precise-
Yeah.
even in Event Horizon, people die.
Yeah.
There had to have been some Event Horizon influence from this.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Event Horizon, Warhammer
Yeah.
40k.
Yeah.
I think he wants me to continue on.
Yeah.
Precisely. In my opinion, it is. Oh, hold that thought for but a moment.
Just as Faust about to continue, Don Quixote raised her index finger to her lips and signaled her to be quiet.
Dost thou hear aught as I do? Scratching, nay, rapping, forsooth, past this gate must be
As Don Quixote kept listening with her ear to the door, an expression of half curiosity and half horror appeared on her face.
It is possible that there must be, Lady Faust? Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop.
After that very distressful noise, everyone simultaneously turned their heads to look at Faust, who closed her eyes briefly in thought.
Please step aside for a moment, Don Quixote. It would be best if I observed it with my own eyes.
With that, she produced a master key from her pocket and approached the panel installed next to the door. Well, hang on a minute. You're going to open the door?
I intend to follow your usual flavor of suggestion, Heathcliff. That there are times in which a physical altercation is preferable to detached ruminations.
Time to throw hands. My suggestion.
Fuck them up.
Cleopatra.
Well, I ain't gonna disagree with you, but what's
Come
gotten
on, like Donkey Kong.
into you, lass?
After all, how could I deduce anything without seeing it myself?
Leap. At a brief mechanical beep. Hideous creatures suddenly crashed through the door and charged wildly in our directions.
Was it really only 3 days?
Apparently it was. Either it was rigged to be more than 3 days, or something terribly went wrong, like wherever this distortion is. And they're waiting until the battle to show us what this thing is.
Maybe there was miscalculation. Instead of 3 days, it was 3 years.
Ah.
100 years, considering how long this goes on.
In dungeons, you can heal up and save your progress at checkpoints. God damn it.
Alright. Honestly, I was kind of hoping that the scratching was coming from outside the train. That would have been super creepy.
Ooh, be like a freaking Doctor Who midnight thing where it's like, well, there's something outside in this place where nothing should be.
Yeah.
Or 40k's Immaterium, or
That'd be like so
Immaterium,
fucked
where
up.
there's like a bunch of chaos species that will rip your ship apart because you don't have your Geller field on.
Yeah.
For someone who has somehow got outside of the train on one of the previous warp trains and just got stuck in the void and is just trying to get back.
Let me in! Let me in!
Let me in!
Knock, knock, I am at your door now. Trying coming in. No need for me to ask permission. Dude.
Knock, knock, son! It's Knuckles! Knock, knock, it's Knuckles!
Alright, now the loading. Nothing's freezing, but it's still taking a bit too low. Come on, don't keep me in suspense, man. What are these monsters? Come on.
Hey,
I hope
Hey,
they are disgusting.
hey, Cheska?
Yeah?
You have a Switch, right?
Yeah.
So Gundam Breaker 4 has a open network test happening Saturday, or like
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. But it's starting like really early at night. For me, it's 2 a.m. to set. There's like 3 sessions to it.
Alright.
2 a.m. to 7 a.m. And then hold on, let me just see what I wrote down.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
While you look up, looks like we're. Let me see where. Let me read what these passengers are. Go ahead and look it up.
I'm looking it up.
Collecting blood.
In context, you're gonna have to translate because I'm speaking within the context of my time. So, from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m., 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., and then 2 a.m. and then again at 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. Sunday. That's for the Switch version. If you want, you can download it now. On my end, it took a little less than 4 hours to download. If you want to try out Gundam Breaker 4.
Sure. Just be sure to link it link it to me in messages.
Well, like you just no, like seriously, you could like go onto the eShop right now and download the network test.
Oh, I'll do that then.
Like right now.
Sure. I'll do that after the stream. But yeah, but just going for what these passengers is saying about these passengers' abilities. They have the ability to inflict bleed, and then heal themselves if they I think we're dealing with some sort of vampire thing.
Uh-oh.
In 3 days. Yeah.
Gonna have to like kill them before they
They look like half fucked up.
Yeah. They look possessed.
Completely fucked up. All my information about the warp trains comes from that one video you sent me. That I really like.
공격 능력
Yeah.
야호.
제대로 보셨는데.
Yeah, but it looks like these guys are possessed. Like
틀거리고 있는 개체가
I mean,
보입니다.
whoa, hold on.
잊어버릴 수 없던
These
대부분의
guys-
관리자들은
Yeah, it looks like a parasite, but these guys are smoking.
지시하곤 했죠.
Thirst for blood. Blood sucking.
Oh no, they've gotten the power of the abyss. Watch out, Cheska. Watch out, Cheska. Their attack power is now influenced by humanity.
Yep.
Or no, I'm thinking chaos. Chaos is what's empowered by humanity.
Yeah.
I don't know what the abyss spells do.
Yeah.
I think the abyss spells are empowered by humanity.
Yeah, humanity, yeah. Abyss spells are powered by humanity, because they come from, like, the Dark Soul. I totally know what's going on! And by that I mean I just don't pay attention half the time, alright?
I totally have full grasp of the situation. Not like I've been cut off from my network or anything. Haha, haha, haha.
What is that supposed to be?
이상 승객을
Don't worry
정리합니다.
about it.
쉬시게.
That sounded really specific about God damn it.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned now. I'm like,
Wait, we don't have internet connection down here? Else I could have been on my phone this entire time! I could have passed 2,000 years that way!
Monsters, fight the monsters. Don't be distracted by anything I say.
oh yeah, look. Wait, oh yeah, the monster fight. forgotten all about the feature setup of being disconnected from it. Yeah, I
Oh my
feel
god, you are
much
so
more
right,
at ease
girlfriend.
지금은
You're
now
like
that I have
so many
기세를 다시
monsters.
잡았군요.
뭐
I feel much
위기에
more at
강하다
ease now that
그런 거야?
much more at ease now that I have a distraction. What was that? What did House say? Who cares? I'm gonna kill them. Let's kill these bastards. God damn it.
Yeah, no time for thinking. Time to let's quit. Let's get busy killing stuff. Boom! I'm a maniac.
Or just like lifting up their scattered remains, just like, fascinating.
Oh yeah, these guys are still alive after all that.
Yeah, well, they can't die, so
Yeah. Teach you to scratch on the door, bad kitty.
I'm gonna mess up the paint.
Okay, so we're just going to ignore that apparently Faust is disconnected from the internet. Is that
I said don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right.
Faust.
not very
However
comforting?
similar in appearance they may have been to the passengers, verily 'tis as though they were in complete want of sense. Mindless. Solidified?
Like people.
Solidified.
You
Bobby-
know that word.
Yeah.
No.
What does that even mean?
When the whale when the Moby Dick whale like swallowed someone and span back out, they were like possessed or lost sense of self and became like these mindless creatures.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay.
Don Quixote hesitated till the last minute before raising her weapon to fight them. She hangs her head mournfully. Normally, Faust would have told her more information about these monsters before the fight began, and she would have been burdened by the sheer thought of bringing harm to the innocent.
Beep boop. Beep boop. Beep boop.
Faust began searching the area, closely observing various bodies in general area for information.
You appear particularly inquisitive today, Miss Faust. God damn it.
Yeah, aren't you usually the one who has all the answers while we're racking our brains, trying to come up with something?
Yeah, where's Mr. Smarty Pants now? Guess you're just as dumb as the rest of us, for no particular reason. The sailors will start to feel there's something awesome.
I remember her mentioning something about being disconnected from her network or something.
Yeah.
That was non-canonical.
It
The sa-
happened it happened during the fight. How is that not canonical?
You must have misheard me.
The sailors will start to feel there's something off about Miss Faust's behavior. Might even soon realize something wrong with Faust right now.
Don Quixote, they are not dead. Huh? Observe closer. The parts are all tethered to one another by something, are they not? Oh! It appears that the flow of time has ceased in this space. Therefore, it follows that the connections that tether bodies to life and away from death remain intact.
Guilt-free slain! To my relief, Faust managed to correctly figure out what's going on with the usual self, even if it took her slightly longer than it usually does. Hey, what'd I say? We got this! Oh,
We got this. Huh? What did?
sorry. Sorry.
Huh? What was that about?
Oh, nothing. Forgot that not all listeners were content with Nylon to where Faust information Faust told us.
God damn it. The flow of time ceased aboard a warp train. Is it? God damn it.
Beep boop. Beep boop.
Esau grew pensive. Seeing that, Faust's lips parted for a moment before closing shut. I was starting to get a good read on her. That's an unmistakable look of regret, no matter how short-lived.
Howbeit, would it be more accurate to muse that the flow of time has decelerated to the point where, in an an extra-dimensional observer has been slowed to a stop? What is your perspective regarding this suggestion? God damn it!
10 seconds over 2,000 years. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes, that is a most most rational suggestion, Yisong.
Did Miss Faust just get something wrong? Oh, Esau sure is a time expert, right? Can you summarize it in easier language now that we're talking about it anyway?
Ah, gladly. If you would allow me, goddammit.
Esau began to elaborate with gentle enthusiasm. Esau gets to participate! That was close.
For him.
To speak in brevity, it would be said that death is not an element aboard this train, goddammit.
And can you maybe speak in a little less brevity?
Sweetheart, it's either I'd be brief or I'd be elaborate. Pick one. Goddammit. To elaborate,
Oh, sorry.
Barely. This one's heart beats still.
It's just outside his chest going bum 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 bum.
Don Quixote, if you got goddammit Don Quixote, I swear to God, I am going to smack you. I'm gonna smack you one.
Don Quixote
Damn it.
lowers her head, listens closely to what appears to be a dismembered torso, and shouts with relief.
This state is akin to an unassembled jigsaw puzzle, merely immobilized and separated. Goddammit. Though their corpus has been sundered. I'm going from JFK to Woody Allen. I need more cowbell. Though their corpus has been sundered, the concept of death is at a state of, for all intents and purposes, eternal delay aboard this ship. Existence in continuance, in moratorium. God damn it. Forced, they are to be tethered upon the thinnest yet tenacious thread of life. God damn it.
I will understand what hath been said here. Yet they are not dead all the same, If their severed parts are all connected, then it can be said that no matter how entangled their bodies become, it is not impossible to eventually gather their parts together to form a single passenger. There's gotta be some like cross-contamination there,
Yeah.
Thus, naturally, we can determine how and why the Profession W Corp, like a cleanup agent, has come to be.
I see, because someone will have to categorize and reconstruct these puzzles once the journey is over. Really?
Waste core?
Yeah. It's really baffling to me that a job like that even exists.
Well, someone's gonna be a janitor.
Yeah.
Ever seen a wing that wasn't baffling in every sense of that word?
Still, I guess that means as long as the train arrives at the station, they'll all be put back together like nothing happened. What I heard about W Corp identities, the main job was to gather chunks of flesh together, bring them back to original shapes before they board the trains. It's a lot more visceral than when I have to look at it in person.
Ooh, that is quite the auspicious news among ill tidings indeed.
Hooray! They're not dead!
They're just suffering, it's fine.
It soon clicked to me that Faust was, with some effort, trying to do as I watched Don Quixote sigh with relief. Maybe Faust was trying to cheer Don Quixote up in her own way. The other Faust would not find it even necessary to do something like that. So Faust probably loses some emotion when connected, but it considers a good trade-off.
Dante.
Boop, son. Beep, boop.
Huh? What's up?
Hmm.
Oh, time to whisper, right?
Indeed, I intend to collect further intelligence.
Well, if there's anything I can tell you. Faust cast a dark gaze towards the chunks of flesh. Her gaze remained fixed upon them as she whispered.
Are they distortions? Or abnormalities?
Oh, yeah. I actually wanted to ask you about that. They weren't humans, that's for sure. From them, I felt the same sensation I felt from monsters. Something inexplicable. An unclear sensation or an aura. I felt this somewhere before, I'm sure of it, but I couldn't quite pinpoint the source of this sensation. One thing I do know...
Could be that... Okay,
Yeah.
well, look, this is kind of circling around to P Corp being Philosophy Corp. How much of your humanity must you lose in order to cross the threshold of being an inhumane monster.
That's actually a good question, especially since a lot of abnormalities or distortions are made by like pulling the human psyche and turn the person inside out, more or less. Abnormalities are like persona, where they come from the human psyche. Distortions are specific to the person.
Right, but here it's what we're fighting isn't exactly aren't exactly distortions or anomalies. They are
Yeah. People
by
who are
all means.
yeah.
There are people who have essentially have been drained of a certain amount of humanity. So during this 2,000-year train ride, they slowly succumb to this inhumane insanity as they revert back to a more, I guess, primal instinct
Ah. Sounds like almost like a Vol experiment almost. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
you know, they're more. I guess at this point they're not so much monsters, but reverting more to an animal, so to speak.
Yeah. Before humanity became civilized. Right.
True.
Yeah.
All right.
Free sentience.
One thing I do know for sure is that this sensation is not the same feeling I got from abnormalities, distortions, or even the Pekatula. You don't have to relate one way or the other. I say they're closer to distortions. I'm sorry, I don't think they're either of those.
Is it difficult to be certain at the moment?
Again, I'm not sure I can explain this, but they're very, very similar distortions, but also different. Yeah, because the Time Killer started out as one brain, but then turned other people into brains to his collective. So I can see them as being agents to distortions, like converted by a distortion. If you ask, then
Like Manus. Okay,
Yeah.
So here's a comparison. Manus of the Abyss. This is like some Dark Souls lore. So,
yeah, yeah, Mass of the Abyss. Yeah,
Yeah. So basically, to those who don't know about Dark Souls lore, way back before Lordran became Lordran, there was Ulasil, and there was this creature called Manus, the primeval man, and he died. However, the people of Ulasil were convinced to consume the humanity of Manus, and that started the whole Abyss thing.
yeah.
And that's how Manus, the primeval man, became Manus, Father of the Abyss. And a result of that had the people of Ulasil turn into blotheads, who are essentially these animalistic, multi-eyed, bloated-headed creatures. And let me tell you, they're a little
And they look similar, similar to Manus,
Yeah.
somewhat, like tiny little versions of him.
Somewhat. And then you get deeper into the Abyss and you find these humanity sprites. I'm going to hazard a bit of a guess right now and say that as we get further along in the story, we're going to be fighting less human. What we're going to be fighting is going to become less and less humanoid.
Yeah, I'm guessing so too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
If you had to ask, I'm gonna guess Faust doesn't know.
Faust may know, but I, at this moment, have no way of knowing.
But I, at this moment, yeah, that's good emphasis. I feel like I should apologize for that.
There is no need, Dante. Though the information you have provided me is rather ambiguous, it has helped me deduce something of worth. And collecting intelligence myself and creating deductions based on sparse information is quite...
She paused, holding a slimy, bloody slimy chunk of flesh in her hands. She just smiled to herself with gourd her hands.
Oh, finally, the awakening has begun.
Pretty sure you're a fucking freak.
I'm guessing that Faust, this is the first time our Faust in a long time gets to figure out something herself instead of getting the answer given to her.
Yeah, she's probably gonna have some fun and some enrichment in her enclosure. Literally enclosure. They're stuck here.
Yeah.
One thing I was wondering was like, okay, if time isn't stopped, but it's just slowed from 10 seconds over 2,000 years or whatever, what if Faust like short circuits after she gets back because all of the other thoughts and stuff come crashing back to her? Or I guess if it's just stopped, then she's just cut off from them.
Maybe.
Maybe her thoughts will go back into the Faust network and they'll be like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck, bro? Why are you
The
spamming the group chat?"
her thoughts will probably go back to them, and she's probably has some sort of Faust seems smart enough to have some sort of failsafe to keep someone's head from exploding.
Yeah, just in case of time anomalies or whatever.
Or like someone like had to go offline for whatever reason.
Yeah. Stretch check, hydration check.
Low during speed is randomly determined within a given range each turn.
You know, I keep, you know, every time I think back to Dark Souls, I remember New Londo, and I'm wondering, well, because of where the Abyss is, and New Londo Ruins was, New Londo was supposed to be built on top of that, and I guess I guess an attempt to like curb the Abyss corruption. Um, I'm wondering, I'm trying to figure out, like, one thing I'm trying to figure out is, um, New Londo isn't exactly, no, New Londo is near Darkroot. Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that,
And then,
but sorry, go ahead.
but like when you first enter the DLC, you're basically going backwards into Darkroot.
Right.
And yeah, you're going backwards into Darkroot from Artorias' grave, but and then I guess like the bridge to where New Londo would stand. However, I guess in the interim between Ulasil being Ulasil and New Londo being constructed, Ulasil was torn down in order to facilitate New Londo, which is why I'm a little confused about the layout differences between Ulasil and New Londo.
Right. And it should.
And I keep forgetting that kind of stuff every time I like start a run in Dark Souls.
계획보다 더
because it's
일찍
just
의뢰를 완수했네요.
Yeah.
저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력
Oh
덕분이지만
wait, is this a
여러분의
fighting
노력도
segment?
나쁘지
Oh,
않았어요.
we just finished the fighting segment. I'm collecting my prizes. All right.
Oh, okay. It's really weird how the fighting segments also have like a little
Yeah.
prequel and sequel that go on.
It used to.
Primarily a visual novel series,
Yeah.
it seems like.
Yeah. And the.
crack office.
Yeah.
Oh man, they got all
Multi-crack.
kinds of crack.
Coming up with all kinds of new crack on the street these days.
Yeah. Also, the in the first season of Limbus Company, when we released everything, there was like a bunch of fights in a row before fights and before cutscenes, and that felt a little long. So they're trying to also compress it a little bit.
Okay.
After a round of intelligence gathering from Faust, we open the door to the next cabin, only be greeted by a loud commotion.
It sounds like there are other survivors.
Ah, passengers in danger. Why not? For I've arrived too. Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't come any closer! Who the hell are you guys? Oh, that's a woman. I know that sounds bad, but
Give women all kinds of voices. I don't think it matters.
I know, but it's, yeah. A four-armed woman suddenly jumped in our path.
She appeared without warning.
Faust stumbled a little, inadvertently stopped by a figure with swinging arms as she pushed us away. Right. Oh, look, handprints. Like you gave me any more before you practically kicked that door open.
Would you mind moving that huge ass sword out of our faces? It's a bit disconcerting.
threatening. I'm just trying to protect civilians in those civilians in this car. Also, is that a bioprosthetic? Must be an old timer, huh? Thought those things went out of style forever ago. Yeah, his roach arm.
Hey, come on, man. It's not like really a Ford. Oh, you want to see what this old timer's got left in him?
That were from the north, barely. That garb is out of northerners, no?
This really ain't the time, lass. Oh wait, looks like we're the same mess here. Make way for us, yeah? You seem to be sizing us up for a moment. Nah, how do I trust you? Got any proof you ain't bitten? I can allow my effort to protect this place go to— Ah, so it is a vampire situation. Bitten? What the hell you're talking about?
I gotta go check on something. I'm just checking the weather. Apparently, an hour from now, we got like a 70% chance of rain. I gotta check on something.
I hope your connection holds up.
Right.
It's pretty shaky over there.
Yeah.
We could probably fill in for him for a bit, unless we just want to take a quick break.
Oh, I don't want to miss a story, too. Yeah. But yeah, that's Faust, enduring battle. It's like, hey, why does this lady look like me? Weird. You look completely lost. If you're one of the economy cars, I'm sure you've seen... Hold on. Are you all from the first class car?
Yeah, we just woke up from our capsules.
But none of you look very... I mean, aren't first class supposed to be... Why don't you say so from the get-go? Name's Sasha. Multi-crack office rep. Look at all these many cracks I got. With that, she lowered her weapons and allowed us to pass.
Have you not left this car for the duration of the ride, Sasha?
No I haven't. We walked over to T-Corp after pick up one of their contracts, but jeez, can you believe that this train broke down? Shit, is it even broken? Not feeling hungry or sleepy at all. It stinks of some shady bullshit if you ask me. You can,
Like it's business as usual.
you can also feel all that in a prosthetic body? Man, how can I live without my favorite hobby? Drifting to a sweet nap after a pleasant meal. To make sure I get some high quality parts for them so I can feel hungry and sleepy.
Hasn't something else of note also occurred?
You bet your ass something else of note went down. How distracting. It's hard for you to speak without being so hyper.
Or at least stop swinging your arms around like that.
Can't do that, friend. Broke all my prosthetics arms in the fight, so I'm calibrating a new set. Gotta keep swinging them for them to sync up with the error parts anytime. I like muscle memory for Anywho, I don't know what the hell's going on. People start turning some weird monsters all of a sudden. I don't have a goddamn clue who they are. Doesn't seem like they can understand us either. Good thing my train car didn't have a lot of those monsters. I just chopped what monsters that were pieces, hauled the civilians to this vacant car.
3,200 on red colors. 3,200 two red colors. You have to decide to protect them. You have decided to protect them despite the potential risk that they may transform as well. But of course, his expected duty of any valorous fixer to stand guard in front lines against evil to protect the weak.
I've been keeping a close eye on him for the last 3 days, and so far, 0 transformations. Go past this car to see what the hell on earth really means. Those monsters constantly trying to claw their way out front of the train. If you ask me, I'm raging that some shit went down there one of the train cars in the back, and spread like wildfire to reach here. Yeah, so we're going to the back.
I see.
And that's all I can tell you about the situation. What's your story? Why'd you rich first-class folks decide to grace us peasants with your presence? Nothing that's happening here could make your swanky first-class cards. What's your business down here?
W Corp has hired us to solve this case. We are fixers. Indeed, the fixers.
Faust wore a look of reluctant acceptance as she affirmed Don Quixote's declaration. Oh, that's me. Huh. They got every single one of you a first-class ticket. Your office must be rolling in dough. Wait a goddamn second. So W Corp already knew this would happen? But
Okay, hold on. I got. Let me try something.
sure.
What? Are you really contracted to a wing? Not sure if I can trust ya.
Sure, we could try it.
Pretty cool. It's like a busted robot voice box or something.
Yeah.
As you must be well aware yourself, contracts and contract fulfillment are of paramount importance for fixers.
Like propane and propane accessories to Hank.
With that in mind, please recall that W Corp is one of the most secretive wings of the city.
A non-disclosure agreement, huh? Makes sense. I wouldn't want to deal with those alpha boys either. Anyway, I'm still going to have to ask for proof that you are actually contracted by W Corp. I do not know who the hell you think I am, but you better believe that my drill is the one that's gonna pierce your ass.
That's what she said.
Frickin'. This is the master key card given to us by W Corp. I believe that it can open most doors for this train.
Faust produced a master key card from her pocket. Guess there is an way for us to prove they're actually contracted by W Corp.
A key card. So you use this to open the door, open the pass between the first class and the economy class car. Let's see, W Corp logo. Whoa, nice materials. Looks like you're telling the truth.
The accent's going all over the place, as it makes more sense as like a modulated voice.
Alright, I won't pry. Not like there's any cash in it. Not like there's any cash in it for me, Isa. So, I guess you gotta go all the way down to do the job, to do your job. Ah, fuck. So, I guess you got to go all the way back. Son of a bitch. So, I guess you gotta go all the way down there for your job, huh?
Yes.
Fixer finally got out of her way. They with wonder-free hands pointed toward the opposite door.
Well, it's your funeral, ladies and gents, or it's your victory lap. If you guys are really that good, lots of luck to ya.
Thank thee for thy words of courage, Fixer Sasha. I shall trust thee with protection of this fortress, prithee protect the innocent in my stead.
Hey, Snake, can you do a high-pitched voice for this one? I want to see what it's like.
A kid.
Oh, if you can't, that's right. Right. Big sis, are you a fixer? Are you going to see what's with the monsters in the car behind us?
Oh?
Just we're about to reach the area in the car, a little pasture pull on Don Quixote's coattails.
Aye.
Forsooth, yeah, sorry.
Forsooth.
Whoa, are you a famous fixer?
Forsooth once again, thou mayest know me as a profoundly illustrious fixer.
Whoa, I wanna be a fixer too, just like you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Nope.
No, you
Lady,
don't. It's like
I'm
King
sorry.
Arthur's and
She is my daughter, and
I assume being a fixer is a lot like either being a chosen undead or being undead or in a risen.
It's sort of like being in it's like almost like a fixer in Cyberpunk, but a little more but a lot more perilous. Right.
Worry not thyself, 'tis no bother at all. Thou must dream of becoming a fixer myself, little squire. It is fortunate that someone like yourself is aboard the train. Your presence ensured that child's survival.
what you're talking about all of a sudden. Come on, no need to keep up appearances between people in the same line of work. I'm just here to collect some sweet emergency contract fees from each and every one of them. Are you two onto something or what?
The more they save, the more she saves, the more she gets paid.
I see.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
Wag.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. It's fun.
I don't think Don Quixote needs to hear what she just said.
Didn't know you could be like that, Faust?
Faust. Yeah.
Ouch. Be like what?
You knew there was no way the Fixer was actually there to protect them out of pure goodwill, but you decided to go along with Don DQ.
Cuties.
Anyway, am I right? Good move. I was getting worried about what might happen if she started acting out again. You saw the twinkle in her eyes too, right? Dairy Queen always energetic, but she's been especially bouncy today.
Guys,
Faust drove towards Sasha with a question. I think apparently Don Quixote can get literal twinkles before her eyes.
I have one last thing to
Grant us
inquire.
eyes.
Guys,
It'll be 30 Kenny per inquiry.
that is quite an unsound decision to make for someone who claims to be in the same line of work as us. Have you considered the possibility that once our contract is successfully completed, we could include references to a particularly cooperative associate office in our report to W Corp?
Whoa, are you serious? Well then, let me hear it.
Were the eyes of the monsters you faced red by any chance?
Virgilius, the Red Gaze? No, he's on a separate car. Sasha paused to swing arms for a moment upon hearing a question. You're not being in thought or trying to recall something, then answered.
I don't know. It was a pretty hectic battle in a narrow hallway, so I couldn't have the wherewithal to get a good look at their eyes. Is there